Shows you how life works. The guy's name was Cliff Jones. He is former lieutenant governor. He owned a parking lot, was getting $10,000 a month from Hughes at the Landmark. Hughes was getting $1,000 a month for a parking lot from Caesar's Palace on the Strip. Both pieces of property were useless. I had once looked at the Landmark, and I knew that Hughes had an option as the tenant to buy the parking lot from Cliff Jones for $1 million, and thereby saving $120,000 a year. That is to say, 12% on his money. He was only getting $1,000 a month or $12,000 at the other parking lot. I said to Herb Nall, why don't you let me give you $1 million? You're only getting 12 grand from Caesars a year. You'll save the rent of $120,000 and use this money to buy the Landmark parking lot. Herb Nall said to me, which was very uncharacteristic, well, it wasn't my idea to buy the damn piece. It's too skinny anyway. But Steve, he doesn't sell anything. If you got $1 million, and I don't think you do, you ought to spend it and have a good time. Howard Hughes doesn't sell anything. I went to the bank and told Perry Thomas this story. Perry Thomas says, what a fetching idea. What I did not realize at the time was that Cliff Jones, owed Perry Thomas some money and couldn't pay it. But because Perry was a friend and the bank had a long relationship, they weren't going to sue the guy. But if Cliff Jones
came into some money,
he had signed the lease over to
yes.
the bank, that if they sold the property, if Jones got the money for the parking lot, it was pledged to the bank. Perry heard me tell the story and said, we'll get the $1 million. This is a terrific idea. He picked up the phone, called Bill Gay, because he was Hughes' banker, and said, listen, I got an idea. I think it's time. There's a guy who's made an offer on a piece of property that you own that's too small, land next to Caesars. I think it's time you take that money. You can buy the parking lot at the Landmark and save yourself some money. Bill Gay said, let me get back to you. And he sent a fax to the Bahamas. The fax went to the Mormon guards, Mormon secretaries. Hughes was in the Britannia Beach Hotel. Hughes read the fax and said, sell it. Gay called back Perry Thomas. 5 days later, Perry lent me the money because I could pay it.
Yeah.
Myself and another guy who had more money than me, who owned J&B Scotch, Abe Rosenberg, was one of my suppliers. We put up the $1 million. Perry Thomas took the $1 million and paid himself off.